That room, that's our offices. That's where um, we just sit in the cave and design stuff on computers all day. Um, but we've got coffee and a fridge and stuff, so it's not bad. Um, this here is the tilt table enclosure. Um, inside there's a somewhat of a rover. It was an earlier design, but um, that's kind of what it's going to look like, made out of plastic right now. Um, Eventually, like it'll be aluminum and shiny and able to go into space and not explode and stuff like that. Yeah, that's fine. Can everybody see kind of ish? Kind of come closer. Pretty power and heads up out. This? It's the tilt table enclosure.
How we doing?
Yeah. It's a big sandbox, really. Um, so the surface of the moon is they call it regolith. It's this very, very fine kind of dust. And it causes a lot of problems. It clogs up camera lenses, gets in wheels, and just stuff. It makes stuff break. So we got from NASA a bunch of fake lunar sand, basically. Um, but we've got to have this whole thing with an airlock. And there's some masks over here. Can't get in your eyes and stuff. So as we've got like a whole seal and everything's like fireproof and it's good. Um, this whole group is not in at all. Let's see. Okay, let's keep going. Can we pull in as much of the group as possible? About here. Yeah, you just escape the school. Okay. Um, wait a little bit.
Like a robot.
Yes. That's another station. They'll explain that to themselves. Um, Actually, I'm gonna pass them to you. All right. So first group to Moonbot Station.
How many people are in this room? Okay. Okay. Do any of y'all do robotics at school or in a robotics club? Okay, great. We are Team Brickbuddies, and we are an after-school robotics program. So we participate in a number of after-school STEM and robotics programs. Some of the programs we have participated in are First Lego League. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with that program. Anybody? Raise your hand. Little? Okay. And this year we are participating in something that is called Moonbots. We also do something that is a high school robotics program, and it is called First Tech Challenge. So I have brought two of my team members to talk about those programs, and Jen Davis is going to tell you a little bit about what Moonbots is.
Alright, so Moonbots is a STEM program that is supposed to get kids knowledge of the Google Lunar X Prize. It's like a mini version of that for kids. And what you do this year is that you make your own game or board, and then you design and program your own autonomous robot. Autonomous meaning it does it by itself, there's no remote. So what we have designed is this. This is only half of our board, by the way. So as you see, we have a ridge, we have a lander. This is some equipment, crater, and I don't know if I showed you a picture of that, but that's a Mega Envoys robot. We made a little model of that. And this is our robot. So what the robot's going to do, it's going to come off the ramp, come over here, knock down these rocks to kill the aliens that are trapping in their robot, drive over here and push the equipment under the cave so it can survive a lunar night, because a lunar night is very cold and can damage lots of things. And it's going to come back and go back towards the ramp.
You might want to move back a little.
Yes, it is.
We hope it's going to do something like that. Oh, let me get that set up right.
Doesn't always work. I'm going to stop there. Alright. So some programming still needs to be fine-tuned and stuff. But the programming language we use is called Mindstorm NXTG. This is a graphical programming thing. It's kind of like a drag and drop, not coding and text. You just use these blocks and you put them together, and they basically make the robot do what you want it to do. Um,
Run it one more time, then turn on the.
so let's just try this one more time.
You think that is set right?
Yeah, it is. Oh, close with no scars. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think that was.
Yeah. Alright. So then we've also brought this little robot here, and this is just something y'all can drive. So,
We'll let one person try and get it off the ramp. See if they'll stop.
alright,
So
alright,
who is not holding a phone? Okay.
okay. So, this lever controls this wheel side, and this one does the other. So both forward.
You're hired.
Okay, maybe see if you can get back on. The ramp.
Do this and get your license.
Oh, wow.
One's gonna go one way and one's gonna go the other. There you go. Hard, hard, hard. There you go. Excellent.
You're there. Right on. Good job.
Okay. So the other program we participate in is a high school robotics program. And that is this person hiding in the back. If some of y'all can just sort of move out of the way a little.
You people here might want to move back.
And this is a program in which you have to fabricate your own robot from scratch.
So has you've all heard of Legos, right? Which is what all that's made of. But have you ever heard of the Tetrix building system? Some not. Well, that's what this is. It's Tetrix, and then you just build a robot. Every year, a different kind of game comes out that the robot has to do, and you have to adapt your robot to that game. This year, we have to pick up some rings that look like this and deliver them to a PVC that looks like this. To you, it seems easy to put it on, but to a robot that doesn't have a brain, really, it's quite challenging. So you have to design your robot, and then you have to basically build it yourself. And then once that's done, you program it, and when you program it, it does this.
That robot is driven by Xbox controllers that I'm sure a lot of y'all are familiar with. And that game is done by remote control by two drivers. So at FBC, that's called First Tech Challenge, everybody builds a robot that looks different. And y'all can run about as to how y'all are going to solve the game.
Have someone just take it. Oh, some chicken falls on top of this. Preferably I'll send them to the chicken.
I'm trying to sneeze.